My name is Colin Rogero. I'm a Democratic media consultant.
Excellent. And now you're a big winner. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us a little bit about your achievements so far and what earned you this prize, do you think?
I came from the advertising world into politics, and so very quickly I was able to win some creative awards. I think I won a couple Pollies and a couple Reed Awards, and I think it was just kind of a little bit of a change that I brought to the industry because I looked at things from a different perspective, not necessarily just a political perspective, but a creative perspective coming from the ad world and saying, hey, how can we tell a story around this campaign instead of just taking some polling data and saying, oh, this is the polling data, let's repeat it in a commercial, in a radio commercial. I think I looked at the communication world a little bit differently and in a very small way made the industry kind of look at things differently. So I think that maybe that is what they noticed today, and I've been very lucky. I've had some opportunities granted to me from various consultants who have probably been through here before, have allowed me to work internationally in Eastern Europe and South America and Latin America, and so I think it was a combination of those things. And the thing that I think is universal, no matter who you are and what you're honored for, is good old hard work.
So now you mentioned that you won a couple of Pollie Awards?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I won one this year for Best Statewide Non-Gubernatorial Campaign. Was an individual who ran for state treasurer. He was a 28-year-old taking on a challenger who had 4 times the amount of money that he had. And he didn't have enough money to be very competitive, but in the media markets where we were able to advertise, he won both. And so had we been just a little bit more cash powerful, we would have been able to take it in a year that was very, very bad for Democrats. And I think it had to do with the fact that we were able to take a look at the worldview that people had at the time inside of the state and really relate him to that.
Well, congratulations. Now,
thank you.
A lot of political consultants are going to be watching this video. Many of them are very young. They want to get ahead. They want to maybe get into the American, political world. What advice do you have to them, and maybe what can they do to get one award like this?
I would say, the real key is to not ever skip any opportunity. Every opportunity that comes your way, really, really pursue it. Give your all to it, because when you work hard, no matter what your specialty is in the political consulting world, people who work hard, who are smart and really dedicate themselves to the campaigns that they work on, they're noticed by other people, and they help them move to other places, whether that be another campaign, a larger campaign, a more powerful position, or into U.S. campaigns. I think that people who work in international campaigns now, especially in Latin and South America, should pay attention to what's going on demographically in the United States, because there's a huge change going on with the influx of the Hispanic population, and quite frankly, the American consultants haven't really put a handle on how to deal with that yet. And I think that they can be very, very helpful in understanding how to relate to a different culture and the differences in messaging and the differences in the way people communicate in those communities as opposed to the standard Anglo community that exists in the United States. So I think there's a good space for them there, and if they consider that space as a stepping stone to take a larger role in campaigns, it'd be a good place to start.
Excellent. Thank you so much. One last thing. Where did you learn Spanish?
My grandparents are actually from Spain. Yeah, I grew up in Miami, and so obviously Spanish was around me all the time, and my grandmother was always yelling at me in Spanish to not do this or not do that. So if you yell at me about something, I understand that very well.
You want to say a little message, goodbye message in Spanish?
Gracias para todo y buena suerte a todos.